I'm in front of a collage of cows, which is weird and also the most Texan thing ever, but there's a table here and I'm lazy, so this is what's happening, okay? So before I start this story, if you're just gonna leave a comment saying that I sound like a spoiled brat and that this is a first world problem and that I'm being dramatic, like, you would be correct, 100%. So there's really no need to tell me. I'm aware that like none of this matters in the scheme of life, but like this was just something that was really not fun for me that I am still upset about. So that's why I'm telling the story. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. Okay? So just to preface this, I have ordered so many things from Etsy. Basically all my jewelry is from Etsy. I like to support small business. I like to have things that are unique. I don't want to just like have the same thing everyone else has. So I have never had problems with Etsy. I am always like very understanding if things like take time, and especially if something is homemade, like I have zero issues waiting for something. But yeah, basically I have had a nightmare of an ordeal with an Etsy order the past couple of weeks, and I just wanted to talk about that because as you can see, I'm clearly not over it. So just to preface this entire story, the reasoning that I even placed this Etsy order was because I had a 5 Seconds of Summer concert November 2nd, a few days ago. And like anybody that knows me knows that I am obsessed with Five Sauce. Like I have seen them several times. They are my favorite. Like Harry Styles, if you're watching this, like you know that I love you, but like Five Sauce, it just hits me in a different place, and like their concerts have been some of the best memories of my life. So like I ordered these tickets. I bought these tickets like literally back in January, and I was so excited, and I was like so much build up to this concert for me. And as per usual, like a month or two before, I have to start thinking about, okay, so like what am I gonna wear so that Ashton Irwin falls in love with me? And I pretty much always end up wearing like all black and Vans, which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should like change my methods because he's clearly still not in love with me. So probably bad on my part. So like the thing that I knew this time that I wanted to have that was going to bring my entire outfit together was a chain choker. All the guys in the band have been wearing a chain choker for like a couple months now, and I've really been feeling it. And like I've wanted one for a while anyways. They're very in now, very like Billie Eilish aesthetic. And so I had been looking for probably like a month or so, like earlier than this. I'm like looking everywhere for a chain choker, but the thing is I don't want to just buy one. Like I could probably go to Forever 21 and just buy one, but I wanted one that was made of like sterling silver or some good metal because I'm lazy and I wear my jewelry for like a week at a time and I don't like to take it off. And so finally, after looking forever, like mid-October, actually before mid-October, I found the perfect necklace on Etsy. And it was like thin, but it was like also thick and chunky, so I felt like I could wear it on a daily basis, like to the office, and like, you know, feel kind of edgy, but also I could wear it to a concert or like out, and I would like, you know, it would still work, like it would still add something to my outfit. And so I was so excited when I came across this shop and I found this necklace. I ended up ordering it, so happy about it, and I placed my order on, let me get the receipts out just so I make sure I'm not lying to you. Okay, yes, I placed this order on October 15th. So keep in mind, this concert was November 2nd, so this would have given me okay, 18 days. I don't know why that took me so long. 18 days to receive this necklace, which keep in mind, I don't think that this is anything that was handmade, which is fine. Like I had a feeling that this was going to be something that this like shop owner had bought and was just, you know, reselling. So I'm like, this is plenty of time to get this necklace. Like it shouldn't be an issue at all. So October 15th, I placed my order, and it took a couple of days. Like it didn't ship like right away, but I was still not worried. And then I was so happy because I received a notification on October 20th that my order had shipped. So I'm of course thinking like, okay, great, plenty of time, no worries at all. So Etsy does this weird thing where when somebody, as soon as a shop owner prints out your shipping label, it tells you that it's shipped, which is kind of stupid and like not really shop owners' fault, but like because I've ordered from Etsy so much, like I've learned this. So like Etsy does this thing where it says your order is in pre-transit until, so like once they printed out the shipping label but they haven't actually shipped it yet, it's just in pre-transit. So for like a couple of days my order said it was in pre-transit, and I was starting to get a little bit worried because like I said, I got the notification that it shipped on October 20th. So I kept checking and it kept saying that it was in pre-transit. And even though I thought at this point, okay, there's still plenty of time, I'm like, I'm just gonna send this girl a message real quick, like make sure she's aware, because I've had one other time on Etsy where I had an order that was in pre-transit for like a week and a half, and it was something that was being homemade, and like I wasn't worried at all, or handmade, not homemade, and I wasn't worried at all about getting it. Like I didn't need it, but I just wanted to check up on it, and it had actually turned out that the girl just completely blanked and like printed out the shipping label and I'd forgotten to ship it. And it wasn't a big deal because she got right back to me and she shipped it, so I wasn't mad about it. So I ended up messaging this girl on October 23rd, and my message very nicely with smiley faces and all of this stuff, I messaged this girl and I say, "Hi there, I noticed my order has been in the pre-transit stage for a few days now. I was really hoping to have it for an event I'm going to next Saturday and was wondering whether or not it would be shipping out soon so I can make plans accordingly. Thanks in advance, Nikki." So nice, still being patient, whatever. So like I said, like it had been in pre-transit for 3 days at this point. Homegirl does not reply to me. Like it takes her a couple of days, and I do not get a reply from her until 3 days later on October 26th, which at this point I'm getting a little antsy, but her reply was so nice that I'm like, okay, all is fine. I'm not even worried. She said, I'll read it for you. "Hey Nicole, I apologize for the shipping notification that you received, as it was only sent to you because I had printed out the label for your order, but not that it had actually been received by the post office yet. I always do this right when I receive an order just to make sure that the studio remains organized at all times. As for you receiving your purchase before the event, I am totally sure that you will have it before this coming Saturday. Smiley face. I must apologize for the delay with your order going out, as it normally doesn't take me this long to send orders, but I have been much busier than ever before. Feel free to message me with any other questions for any reason at all. Sincerely, Laura." That's not really giving her identity away. There's lots of Lauras. But once I got that, I'm like, all right, great. It's probably gonna go out, like this was a Saturday, so I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna go out on Monday. That's fine, not mad, all good. So I replied to her, okay, thanks. No worries at all. Like, thank you so much again, smiley face. So then like Monday rolls around and I go and check. And of course, my order still says pre-transit. And at this point, it's the 28th. So I'm like, okay, the concert is in 6 days. Like, it was coming from San Francisco to Houston, so it's not gonna take like 2 weeks to get to me, but I'm like, it's going to take at least like 4 days, right? So homegirl really like needs to ship this, but I was patient. I didn't want to bug her because she told me she would ship it. She told me she was totally sure I would have it. Totally sure. So waited until the next day, but then at that point I was like annoyed, right? So it's October 29th and I said, "Hey there, I wanted to check in because I see that my order has still not shipped. Is there really any way that I will actually be receiving this by Saturday?" She doesn't reply to me. It is now October 30th and I'm starting to get extremely frustrated, as you can tell. So I send her another message on October 30th and say, "Do you plan on express shipping / overnighting this? Standard shipping will take at least 3 to 4 days since I'm in Texas." At this point, I'm not even putting smiley faces because I'm just like fed up. Oh my gosh, my battery is blinking, kill me. So then it is Halloween, October 31st, and I am just beyond annoyed at this point because like, why did she lie, right? Like, why did she tell me you will for sure have this? Totally sure. If like, she wasn't gonna send it. It still literally says pre-transit. Like if she had shipped it, like I would, but she hadn't even shipped it. And at this point, she's not replying to me. So I'm just so annoyed. And I say this message to her. I said, "Seeing as I won't be getting my order in time like I was originally promised, I would like to cancel it." I could be so much ruder, but like, that's all I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm not getting it, cancel it. This is 3 messages in a row that she has not replied to me. I originally ordered October 15th. It is now October 31st and she hasn't even shipped it. She promised I would have it. Like, and she lied, so I don't have it. And like, homegirl still does not reply to me. Like, this goes on another like 2 days. And at this point, it is the day before the concert and I end up running around all over the Galleria Mall in Houston and I end up finding a chain that is perfect. Actually, it's Spencer's Gifts. It's not real. It was $10 though. Like, I'll insert a picture.
Yes. Oh my, yes.
Like, I looked good. Spoiler alert, Ashton Irwin did not fall in love with me, but still, I was happy. It was a great experience. But at this point, I still, like, I paid $35 for this necklace. It never even got shipped to me. This girl is not even replying to me. So I open a case with Etsy, you know, explaining like all the dates, saying when like I bought it and when it was supposed to ship. It was originally supposed to ship October 26th. That was the estimated like arrival date, actually. And I explained, you know, that she has my money. She's had my money for 3 weeks. She has not even shipped it and now she's not replying to me. So then after I opened this case, I guess she decides to like take me seriously. And she sends me a message on November 2nd saying, which is the day of the concert, keep in mind, the day that I was supposed to be wearing the necklace. She says, "Hey Nicole, I'm so sorry about not getting your order out in time for your event.
Totally sure.
But I had a serious sinus infection this past week that prevented me from getting to my studio. I will refund your order right away and we'll still send out your choker anyways. My sincerest apologies." Girl, like, it is 2019. Like, I understand that crazy things happen. I understand you get sick, but like, the fact that you had a sinus infection, you have a business. Like, you have people, like my parents have a business. Like, I understand that like things happen, but like when people pay you money and like expect things from you, you can't just like leave them hanging. She knows that she promised to send me this. She knows that I paid for it. And like, I don't care if you're, okay, that's dramatic. Like, I care if you're on your deathbed, but like if you were sick, like Etsy, you can literally do it on your phone. There's no reason why she could not have messaged me or had a family member of hers or a friend or something like say, "Hey, check up on like all my customers, check up on my orders. Can you just send out a message to everyone saying, I'm so sorry, but I'm sick and I'm not gonna be able to get it to you." Like, the fact is, if she would have told me, like been honest and said that she wasn't gonna get it to me, I would have had time to like order something else on Etsy or like cancel my order. Like, I'm the most understanding person ever, but when you just like leave me on red, that's when it's just like not okay. My ultimate pet peeve is when people overpromise and underdeliver. Like, just don't do that. It's just not cool. You know, if anything, like underpromise and overdeliver. I wish she would have just told me, you know, there's a good chance you won't get it. If that was the case, I would have just canceled, or I even would have maybe said, that's okay, like, let me see if it comes in because I really wanted it. And then if I would have gotten it, I would have been so happy. But instead, she had to stress me out, like literally lie to me for like, ugh! I'm sorry, this is so dramatic, but oh, I didn't even mention this, by the way. Remember when she said she was gonna send me my choker anyways?
Totally sure.